Scenery picnic area. This picnic area. A lot of picnic areas, a lot of camping grounds. Beautiful, gorgeous stuff. We're just gonna drive up here, see if I can. So that's cool. We are on our way out. We're leaving this lovely destination in paradise. I guess we can talk about that a little bit. Paradise. Because I know there might be some of you, because I've thought about it myself. So if I've been able to think about it, certainly somebody else has been able to do it. It doesn't require a lot of brain chemistry to come up with the ideas that I've been thinking of all the time. So everybody's, you must be saying to yourself, TC, with all the pain in the world, all the suffering, all the war, all the disease, how could you have the audacity to claim that you're in paradise? Here's my answer. Forget about all of that. Because what's it going to get you to focus on all the pain and suffering? Well, I mean, we know it's there. We know it exists. And in fact, to alleviate the pain and suffering, I believe it's necessary for us to look outward into the beautiful destinations that are available to our senses as a sort of small remedy for all the pain and suffering that we must endure through life. So that's my part in doing what I'm doing to come together right now in paradise with you fine people, with me, traveling around on our little journeys into the forests, into the canyons, into the jungles, caves, in the water even. Can't wait to get in the water. Coming back past Slide Rock. So, I mean, why focus on the negative, right? Because be conscious of it. Know that it exists, so you can avoid as much pain and suffering as possible. But in the interim, I mean, don't focus on it any more than you have to. Because it's not going to get you anywhere. Like politics, you can get immersed into politics. You can get immersed into religion. You can get immersed into the negative aspects of it or the positive aspects of it, hopefully. But don't get consumed by all the negativity, because they say misery loves company. That's the phrase, correct? So I would take a path less traveled, right? Do something else. Go your own way. You can go your own way. Don't go where was that? What's that guy's name? Stevie Nicks and Buckingham. The Buckingham Nicks. No, that was later on when they were with who's that with? Fleetwood Mac. That's right. Yeah, so go your own way. Do your own thing if you have to. If you're surrounded by negative people and negative circumstances, put your shoes on if you can. Get out of there. Find another destination, because there is a billion gazillion places on the planet that you can go to get away from it all. I always imagine myself in the most horrific, worst situations possible. And I always said to myself, if I had access to a pair of tennis shoes, or if I had access to a vehicle, ideally, then I would get out of that place as fast as I could. Leave everything behind, Because if it's causing you so much suffering and pain, then leaving, there's got to be a better alternative to wherever you're at to get to a better place to where you're going. So that's my philosophy on life. So once again, like recognize failure, because you can always learn from failure to become successful in the future. Obviously, recognize that there is pain, there is suffering. We understand this. It's there, and we have to, I guess, defend ourselves against that at all costs. Absolutely, definitely, if we can. Not if we can. We just have to do it. That's what we have to. But if there is a better way to escape your circumstances, get into a better place, do it. By all means, find it. Find paradise. It's not that far. It can't be. I'm only 15, 20 minutes from my house. Granted, I'm in a relatively nice area, but there are people across town and just a few seconds away who may not be, will leave. I would live out in the forest before I was in such a insufferable situation. I would try to live off the land. And if you don't know how to live off the land, if you don't know how to survive, if you don't know how to camp or go out into the woods and survive on your own, guess what? There's videos all over the internet. We live in a time where information is infinite. We have access to more information today than we ever have, and it's only going to get better as the further we go. Oh, there's the hill I wanted to. That's where I used to hike up when I was a kid. I want to grab some of that. So, I mean, everything is possible. They tell you that when you're a kid, right? You can do and grow up and be whatever you want when you grow up. Well, you can. I mean, to some degree. Or you have to believe you can, at least, at the very least. You have to believe it. If you see it and you can do it, if it's achievable and you can see it, you can believe it, it's achievable, or something like that. One of those positive motivation books you get when you're selling vitamins. So, I mean, I've done it all. I've sold vitamins and vacuum cleaners door to door inside people's houses that didn't want me there. And I remember I managed to, I did such a good job one time. I don't know how. Selling a vacuum in this young couple's house that couldn't really afford it, because I was selling more. It was like a $2,000 vacuum. So I was in there, and I'd done such a good job. I sold this thing, and they were so happy, and I was so happy, and I left. And the next day we got the phone call from the sales manager, says, you got to go back to that house, but you did such a good job. They want to give you back their vacuum, because they're not going to buy it after all, because they can't afford it, and they were just starting out. But I was young, and that was your job. But they were so sad and about having to give that vacuum back. And, well, I just wish I could tell them today, like, it's not a big deal. It's no big deal whatsoever. But they were just so happy that I was happy, and they were happy the night before. And it's just one of those things, you know. No big for me. Well, it was actually my survival at the time, because I had to leave in Las Vegas for good. So it's nice. It's nice to get out of whatever terrible situation you are, if you're in one. Put some tennis shoes on. You know what? Even if I didn't have tennis shoes, I would wrap some rope around my feet to get out of there. I'd do anything to get out of a bad situation. Because you got to know that one's available. Maybe you can watch my videos and see that There is so much more out there, so much available. And you don't have to have all the nice toys and cute things to run around in the forest. All you need is you don't even need a pair of shoes, apparently. You just got to be careful. Walk slowly. Don't stub your toe on a stone, on a big boulder, because that's going to hurt. But in time, plenty of time. Most of us have time. We all have time. Just, you got to make the best of what time you have left. Because if you're running out of time, well, hurry up and have fun. Get to paradise before it runs out. That's your only goal. That's my only goal. It's my main purpose, my main drive, my final destination. Paradise. So there you go. Wow. Well, you just got me rambling on. Going on a, what do they call it, a soapbox? Not a soapbox. So I think they call it a soapbox because you stand on it to elevate your platform so you can see more people while you're talking to them. I think that's the thing. But anyways, to be serious, or don't be too serious, but we're always having fun here. So don't be serious. Only be as serious as you need to be, but have fun while you're doing it. And if I see you along the way, say hi. So here we go. We're going back up the canyon, coming back where we came from, go back home. So yeah, just in time too. I'm a little disappointed. You should be disappointed in me because I'm supposed to be editing this so I can send it to you. That's what you're supposed to be doing, is sending us videos, or else we're not going to know you're there doing anything. We thought you left YouTube. Well, I haven't left. I'm still here. I'm out and about, getting crazy, getting a little wild. Got a little crazy with the drone today, huh? Whoo, boy. That was no joke. So that was probably as far as I want to go with the drone. I was behind that rock for a little. So you can't see. You have to trust your surroundings. So I've lived here my entire life, so I kind of know the architecture of the rocks. Architecture of the rocks kind of suggests that it was made intentionally. Was it? It's up to you. Depends on what you believe in. I believe in staying in, finding, or getting to the most beautiful places on earth. And to make sure there's always somebody around with a thing full of sunscreen. Or one of those misters, those are nice. What? Just overlooking Oak Creek Canyon. Very nice. It's very cloudy. It's not extremely scenic at the moment. All the tree leaves are gone. Kind of get that Halloween effect. Down lower, there's still trees, so that's good to know. There's a lot of filming opportunities when you're going down to Oak Creek and Sedona. If you miss it when you're up here, because I was like, oh no, I'm going to miss it. Well, just keep going further south. Yeah, keep going further south on 89A. And depending on the weather, unless you're in the dead of winter, you're going to find some beautiful colors. That's kidding. What type of music do you listen to, TC? I listen to all types. I like classical, all the way to Enya. I can listen to rap and pop, J-pop. mostly rock and roll. I like me a bit of rock and roll. Seal was very cool. Don Henley, Pink Floyd. I'm listening to Pink Floyd at the moment because I can dig that stuff. Put you in a mood, a nice calm state. Maybe that's what everybody needs. Put on some Pink Floyd or something calm and smoothing and get into a happy state and put some peace in the world, because I'm really getting irritated with people taking the peace out of my paradise. Tower, this is Eagle 1, requesting a flyby. So you need to settle your differences and get in line with the show. Get in line with the program. Let's pull it together, people. Peace on earth. Whatever happened to that, right? That's what we're about. Peace, beauty, serenity, excitement. You can have serenity and excitement at the same time, can't you? Like adrenaline down there, well, I don't know. It was pretty nerve-wracking. What is this guy doing? Just relax, people. You're gonna get there when you get there, on time. That's another secret. Don't leave to get to your destination in exactly the amount of time. Leave plenty of room to get there, so you can relax. When you get there, you're all peaceful.